Nightingale is famous for singing at night, and many people believe that any bird singing sweetly during darkness is a nightingale. However, this identification feature will show that not all are nightingales. In fact, sadly, very few these days are. Firstly, it is important to know that many birds will sing at night, especially during spring and summer. But by far the most common and habitual nocturnal songsters are robin, blackbird, song thrush and nightingale, and we will consider each of these in turn. Robin is the bird most likely to be heard singing at night, especially in human habitats such as towns and villages. The birds sing all year and can often be the first birds to greet the new year, being heard singing in the small hours of January the 1st, especially anywhere where there are street lights or other artificial lighting. The spring and summer breeding song must be one of the most familiar of British bird songs. It is sweet and complex. The birds sing varying verses and rarely repeat a theme. The verses are quite short, just a few seconds long, with measured pauses between them. They consist of rippling phrases and longer, drawn-out, wavering notes. But the most distinctive feature is that the song is confident, beautiful and very melodic, and yet lacks depth and flutiness. It gives an overall wistful impression, even more so in autumn and winter when the song can be described as melancholy. Blackbird, on the other hand, does have a very rich song. Of the 4 species covered here, this is the least likely to sing throughout the night, although they do habitually sing into the late evening. And, like robin, blackbirds can be heard on occasion at night when other noise distractions are not present. At this time, when the bird has the stage to itself, any of them can appear to the listener to be a stronger singer than during daylight hours. Blackbirds sing throughout the year, although far less commonly in late summer through to winter. Their song is one of the most beautiful of all UK bird songs, powerful and melodic, and with the depth and richness that is most noticeable at close quarters. Blackbirds often sing above the noise of traffic in towns and cities. The phrases sound very well rehearsed and are delivered with confidence. Each phrase lasts a few seconds, and then there is a very brief pause before the next phrase. Despite the volume that blackbirds sing at, the voice does not carry as well as that of song thrush or nightingale, but in the quietness of the night, blackbird song can easily be picked out, and, from any distance, the song has a melancholy, thoughtful ring to it. Song thrush has the most immediately identifiable song of the 4 birds, and we have already covered this species in our Song Thrush Mizzle Thrush ID video. But the key points of song thrush song are its repeating nature, almost as if the bird likes the phrase and so repeats it a couple more times before moving on to the next one, and the distance that the song can carry. During the breeding season, song thrushes are prone to nighttime singing, especially in June and July, when they can either sing right through the night or start up a couple of hours before dawn, usually around 1 or 2 a.m. And finally we come to the most famous of all the nighttime singers, the nightingale. Their song is amazingly rich and powerful, and it has a bubbling exuberance to it that both robin and blackbird lack. It habitually sings through the night, but it does also sing during the day. Strong, measured, whistling phrases are interspersed with more rapid warbling and sometimes even scratchy elements. A characteristic, and in such a beautiful song an incongruous phrase, is a harsh jug 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 jug, and this is distinctive to nightingale. The liquid bubbling and the harmonic qualities are also unique in the UK to this species. Birds sing from arrival, usually in late April, through to about early June, and so are actually in song for a very short period of the year. As we can see, if you hear a bird singing at night, it is not necessarily a nightingale. In fact, by far the most likely species to be heard at night is robin. Sadly, nightingales are in steep decline and occur regularly only in the south and east of England. They are mostly found in scrub or coppice woodland, and unless you are at a nature reserve or known nightingale site, you have to accept that the bird you can hear is probably not a nightingale. The famous nightingale heard in Berkeley Square was almost certainly a robin.